Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with mild but very foggy conditions out there this morning. It does make for a challenging forecast as we go through the day today, but nonetheless, we should see some clearing as we get later in the morning and into the afternoon. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we can see just the periphery of a high pressure over the area with a warm front north of the local region. And we have that area of low pressure approaching the Great Lakes. That's going to continue to track towards the southeastern part of Canada, and it's going to bring a cold front through the area as we move into the later part of the day and overnight hours tomorrow. If we take a look at current conditions as of 8 a.m. this morning, we have a vertical visibility of 200 feet, and we have a quarter-mile prevailing visibility with fog being reported. We have a south wind at 7 knots, temperature at 56 degrees, and relative humidity is at 96%. If we look out at the current visible satellite, we can see mainly high clouds that will be streaming across the area, and that will continue through the day today, but we can barely see some of those low clouds and fog along the coastal areas on the Delmarva Peninsula continuing. We'll likely see that continue for the next couple hours. We do see some breaks behind that, so some models were indicating those low clouds sticking around through the day today, but I think we'll see a break and some sunshine coming out as we get into the afternoon hours. Otherwise temperatures in the mid-50s over the region, and should see a very mild day ahead of us today. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model, see how things play out today. We see dry conditions as we move through the day today. We could see a slight breeze pick up as those low clouds start to clear out of here later today. And we'll keep a slight breeze continuing through the evening hours this evening with a very mild evening, but expecting dry conditions to continue through the evening. And as we get into the day tomorrow, starting off dry, we'll see clouds on the increase. With mostly cloudy conditions, we'll see a warming trend with a very warm day tomorrow ahead of this front that will approach the area for the late afternoon and in the evening hours out ahead, and along that front we'll see some showers and thunderstorms start pushing through again later in the day, Thursday, likely after 4 o'clock. So as we get into the evening hours and then continuing into the evening and overnight hours, possibly some lingering showers through the evening into the beginning or early morning hours on Friday. As we move into the day on Friday, should see most of the activity push out of the area off to the south and southeast as the front pushes through. We'll see some cooler conditions, and we'll have a slight breeze starting off, and then we'll see that breeze diminish through the day with some clouds sticking around for our Friday. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting green conditions across the board with the exception of the red conditions we have for the reduced ceilings and visibilities this morning. We'll pick up a yellow chance as we get into the evening hours once again this evening for seeing some low clouds continuing in the area as we go through the overnight and into the morning hours on Thursday. But otherwise, we'll see a mild day today, expecting temperature up around 70 degrees. Again, could see a change in that temperature with depending on how fast these low clouds break and move out of here or stick around, will have a big impact on how high we get for our temperatures. But right now, expecting a temperature high around 70 degrees. We'll see the winds start to pick up as well as those low clouds break. We'll see a south wind 9 to 14 knots with peak gusts around 19 knots continuing for the afternoon. And into the first part of the evening, we'll see things become a bit less gusty. Through the overnight hours, again, we'll see mostly cloudy conditions, mainly high clouds, but then we keep that chance of low clouds in the area through the overnight hours. But overall, a very mild evening with a low temperature around 58 degrees just before midnight. Again, that is actually the average high for this time of year, so very mild evening. We'll see that breeze become a little more southwesterly as we get into the morning hours on Thursday, and a bit more gusty up to 19 knots for the beginning of Thursday. But otherwise, keeping mainly high clouds around, and we keep that chance of some low clouds around as we go through the evening and into the morning hours. But right now, tides are running normal. If we look at the next couple days, Thursday will be our active weather day. We'll see mostly cloudy to overcast conditions. Good chance of showers and thunderstorms moving in the area by late afternoon. We'll see some breezy conditions through today, and things will be very warm. We'll see a high around 77 degrees, so well above average for this time of year. So we have that orange risk for precip and lightning, and then a yellow risk for winds that are above 25 knots and those reduced ceilings and visibilities. Those risks continue into Thursday evening, picking up a red risk for precip, as I think the bulk of the activity will be pushing through after sunset and during the first part of the evening hours Thursday evening. So we'll keep those cloudy conditions with showers and thunderstorms early, and then we'll see some lingering showers continuing through the evening. We'll see slightly breezy conditions, and we'll see those winds shifting out of the northwest with cooler temps moving in. We'll see a low around 51 degrees, so we'll be back down to around seasonable temperatures as we go into the day on Friday. As we go into Friday, we'll see clouds sticking around for much of the day, and we'll have a very slight chance of a lingering shower early, but otherwise we'll just have a slight breeze early, and then those winds will continue to weaken through the day, and cooler, more seasonable temperatures with a high around 57 degrees. But at the moment, green across the board for our weather risk for the Friday to end the week. Well, that will wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.